We begin with the very simple thing, and we take maybe 50 minutes to get you into the basic philosophy, and then we get you into the practice, because the class here, combination of theory and practice. But the very first assumption that we need to agree on is our body and our mind is one whole. The body and mind is whole, is one. But what connects the body and mind is the breathing. Okay, this model here was pretty much a Chinese model, but interesting enough, the Indian also agree on this model through the yoga practice. And so almost is this the signature of Eastern philosophy in practice. So this is the model that we base on it, and we develop what we call the integral Tai Chi. So you think about this, the mind and the body. So this is inseparable. It's one whole. So when you practice the integral Tai Chi later today, you will know that we're not just doing the movement. We need to work on the mind. We need to somehow address every single moment to the mind. And every single intention and thought process have to match with the body movement. That is the design of why we call it integral, because it helps to bring the two things together. Now, so what is split us is to make the mind and the body can no longer compatible or working together compatibly, because we don't know how to breathe correctly, number one. And perhaps the stress to the mind is so great, so huge, that the body no longer be able to endure those mental or emotional stresses. Or the body have sickness. We are weak, and therefore our mind cannot have a strong will to accomplish whatever the body needs to do. For example, if you are sick, you are bedridden, you want to go out there, just have a cup of coffee, maybe impossible. So why we want it to be integrated? Because that is the state that originally we are made of. We made of as a whole state. But because of many things happen in our life, perhaps, and you can find many reasons that this split between the mind and body become more and more and more and more radical. And the way we breathe is absolutely not exactly the way that the ancient people breathe. People, by listening to the breathings in the past, they can know how much your health is, how healthy you are. That is the presumption that we have. So now what we want you to do is this, we come back to the wholeness, okay? So integrated is the path that we want you to take in order to become whole. So integral Tai Chi is the path to become whole. So at least what is Tai Chi? Now you think of this circle here. The ancient Chinese had this symbol, and I know many of you have this. One is this black here, and they saw black over here. This is the symbol that is most well known by the name of yin yang. Okay, circle. So the yin yang symbol, one is positive. This is positive. Okay, the black is positive and the white is negative. What it says is the yin and yang, two opposite principles, can never be separated. Day and night, good and bad, long and short. And you can see myriads of examples out there. They all come together in one package. You cannot separate it. Okay, so yin and yang, because of that, they found out that they are just one whole. They are not two separate opposites. They are just one, but in different sides, like the back of the hand and the front. And then you see this two thing here. Within the yin there is yang, within the yang there is yin. In other words, when you see the sun rises, you actually having the darkness somewhere lurking. As the sun rises, the other side of the earth is to get into the darkness. So there always in yin there is yang, in yang there is yin. You as a woman, but within you there is masculine principle. But this man here is clearly a man, but within him there is feminine principle. For example, kindness. For example, strength is masculine. So they're always yin and yang, the interplay of all of this. And you look at this thing here, and you look at this here. Now if I draw this line vertical, then I have body and mind. Okay, so this is body and mind. That's how it is. And Tai Chi, it just means this symbol here, the symbol of wholeness. Tai in Chinese also great, big, vast. Chi is the pole, the opposite is the state. So the state that includes all states, that's what we call Tai Chi. So integral Tai Chi is the path to become wholeness through integral practice. Okay, that's easy to understand. Okay, now, okay, I was lengthy a little bit in Vietnamese because my Vietnamese is not quite good. Neither my English. But here the explanation. The split between mind and body mostly caused by the way we breathing. All right. Now there are many things that you can talk about the mind, the body, but let's talk about the breathing. The ancient people, and I'm talking about the ancient, I'm talking about the Chinese, the yogis from India, the Taoist master, the Buddhist master from China. And I have to clarify with you, I was not learned from the Vietnamese teacher. Practically, my lineage is from China, from Dongbei, from Manchuria. That's my lineage. And so I had to speak about the Chinese system more than the Vietnamese system. Now this is actually the 5 ways of breathing. The first way of breathing here is what we call the forceful breathing. And when you're doing that, you breathe through the mouth forcefully. And forceful breathing helps you to have a lot of oxygen, and you release a lot of CO2, and therefore you can catch your breath and you can have enough energy to move your muscle. So this is the normal way when you play soccer, basketball, okay, or even you run, you jog. You need a lot of oxygen, and you breathe through the mouth without any need to what we call internal energy. The certain kind of breathing we call the deep breathing. Deep breathing is a breathing that utilizes your abdominal muscle. So you use this to pull the air down to the bottom of your lungs. Okay, so abdominal breathing is very important because it helps you to breathe with the maximum amount of oxygen. Okay, but it requires you to close your mouth and only breathe through your nose. Okay. The third one is we call the long breathing. Now, long breathing here is in terms of time. When you breathe the long breath, sometimes you breathe 1 minute and one breath in 1 minute. The mind master who taught me the first technique of breathing when I was only in teenage, 16, 17 years old, he taught me how to breathe very slow and long breathing here. Okay, so long breathing also means slow breathing. Okay, and you not only use abdominal, you use the bottom of the lungs here, but you also need to utilize a lot of concentration in order to breathe. So this is a long and slow breathing here. The fourth one that we call the release breathing. Release breathing meaning you use the breath to let out of all your emotional hang-ups, for example. Whatever stuck in your chest here, now you released. That's the fourth one. And the fifth one is the most interesting way, and it's called the Dao-Yin. Dao-Yin. And I want to retain this name here, Dao-Yin. D-A-O-Y-I-N. The Dao-Yin breathing is very interesting. Dao is to point the way, to lead the way. You use the mind to lead. Yin is to take that person, when you use the second one, yin is like this is Tao, is to guide. But yin is to take the hand and guide the person with the hand. Okay, in other words, Tao, you use the intention, the mind, to move the energy, and yin is to take that energy is moving. What does it mean? This is the techniques to guide your breathing in order to bring out the internal energy. For example, if I breathe from here and I intentionally follow my breath, so my mind intentionally look at the navel, okay? I look at here. I close my eye, but I look at here. So that means I Tao, meaning I guide my mind. Yin is now, when I breathe, I follow every step of my breath. Here I'm going here, I'm going here, I'm going down, I'm going down, I'm going down, I'm going down here. See, I follow my breath down here. Now, if I do the reverse one, I say from here, I say, okay, now let's get the energy back here. And so I use my mind to move the energies up. I think I'm going up. That's mean Tao. Yin, mean I follow my breath. Exhale, 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 out. Then, if I do it long enough, what happens is I can feel the energy is moving up and down. Okay? That is the principle of Tao Yin. Now, there is 5 kinds of breathing. If at the end of this day, and I ask you how many kinds of breathing can you write down on a little piece of paper, and you said just 5, can you do that? Okay, let me put this key point here, and if you know this, you understand this, you graduate from this class immediately. You don't need to go through 9 sessions. 2 9, you can go home and you said, I'm done with the class. Here, the very key. The key is, how do you integrate the body and mind? And the answer is, you use the breath. How do you use the breath? Example. Here the mind. Tomorrow I will go to Beverly Hills. I will talk to this man in Beverly Hills and all the things and blah, 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 think about that. At the same time, I do all this movement. Okay, so the mind thinking something, the body do something. I'm split myself up. And we did that all the time. We drive the car, we listen to music, and we'll talk to the phone. We'll go back home, we watch TV, at the same time, we're eating. We do that all the time. Even now, you're sitting here, but texting to your girlfriend. Oh no, you don't have a girlfriend here. But the point is so clear that we split ourselves in half. The body and the mind is not integrated. Now, what do we do here? What we do here, the key is this. You go like this, you inhale, and you exhale. And you want the body movement so integrated with the breathing. Okay? So, inhale, exhale. And then, where's my mind? My mind thinks this. My mind thinks when I inhale, let energy move this way, and exhale, energy move the other way. So my mind, follow my breath. The movement follow the breath. The mind also focus on the breath. Then what happened? I heal myself. My mind, my body now become one. Through the focus on the breathing. That's that simple. But that is very key for our freedom. Because the more you have the 2 things combined or become one, then what else in this world you cannot do? Because when you become one, you become whole. Then you are the very primal state. Because here I have to do some more thing to explain this. Because this is all come from the I Ching. This is the original state when it's not breaking in half, and then from here it breaking into half. Okay? And from here it keep breaking into more. Here we go. And at the end of this, you have myriad things. From 1 split into yin yang, from 2 into 4, from 4 into 8, from 8 into 16, and 16 into 64, and you become millions. But if you come back to the state of oneness, then what happens is you come back to the very root. Okay, and your mind and your body become so united. Because you are so united, so whole, then joy will be the result. Joy and happiness and peace, they all from that. Okay, so we call you are unbroken, undamaged. And that is the reason why the integral Tai Chi help you to come back to the original state. Very simple. You do this, breathe. Listen to your breathing. Imagine where your breath move. All of that. And so every day, if you have an hour to become whole, 1 hour to become whole to yourself, thinking about 1 hour to become whole to yourself, then you have 1 hour of peace, of joy, stress-free, and complete. You are not splitting up. You are finding your own home. You're finding your original face, your original nature. Clear? Well, what we like you to do is this. When you relax your hand like this, you hear how you relax your hand. Here. The correct movement is this. You see how he goes down here? You close and you open. Close and open. You close and you open. Okay, this is the fingers, the hands. And now with the wrist. Okay, do together. Okay? So you go like this all together. And take a look at the direction of your hands movement. Can you shift one direction of one hand? Can you do that easily? Các bác có thể đổi cái chiều cái tay quay được không? Đổi một tay thôi được không? Tại sao như vậy? Hả? Cái mình muốn quay cái là không chịu, bác quay là không chịu. Các bác có thấy cái não mình nó hay không? Cái não mình nó không cho phép mình quay qua mình. Okay, change one direction, change the other direction. Think you can do it? No, it does not do it very well, right? And sometimes it's very interesting, but let me tell you. Do you feel tired now? The hands, the fingers, good. Here, like we do this. Okay, so the first thing you do is to do what we call the warm-up exercise. Here, let me try it out. This, and we go through all these things. So, warm-up. Có nghĩa là, let me tell you this very interesting way, and this is totally philosophical. When you move the hands like this, you relax your fingers and your wrists and your hands. Actually, you're relaxing the way you touch and know someone. The way you relax in order to know something, to be aware of something. You relax your hands. It's a wonderful way for you to relax the way you deal with people. Okay, so relax your hands. Okay, now you raise your leg up a little bit and you rotate your wrist first. Rotate your, not the wrist, sorry, ankles. And then stay still. Go the other one and rotate your wrist. No, ankles. And then up and down, up and down. Your toes go up and down. Okay, and do it at the same time. Toe go up and down. And ankles rotate. Very good, the other side. Okay, keep doing a little bit. Doing a little bit. Shula, can you stand up here and do it for me? Okay, do it with people. Yeah, just do it with people for a minute. Okay. Finish. Good. Chị Phước lên, anh Trịnh đâu? Anh còn đang chưa xong cái ok. Anh Trịnh lên tập Trịnh. Dạ. May mà chị đợi mình bữa bắt đầu thôi. May. Chưa cần miss cái gì cả. Dễ quá nè. Dễ quá đâu khó đâu. Rồi ok. But you try to do this. You try to remember this. The reason why we're doing this, and you put attention into your hands, is to relax the way you meet, you touch, you know new people, new object. When you're doing this, the same thing when you relax, when you moving your ankles and your toes, it relax the way that you walk. Actually, you go in about life. Khi mà mình ngoáy cái tay như vậy đó là mình thư giãn cái sự tiếp xúc của mình với người ta, cái sự hiểu biết của mình về một cái vật gì mới, về một cái người mới. Khi mình quay cái chân như vậy đó thì mình thư giãn cái cách mình đi. Mà đi đâu? Trong chuyện đời của mình. Cho nên nhiều khi các bác đi cái đường đời nó nhiều chuyện trúc trắc đó. Mà mình quay cái đàn hồi đó thì mình bắt đầu mình cảm nhận được rằng đó là mình phải nên nhẹ nhàng bớt. Chứ nhiều khi nó cứng quá không được. Okay, finish it. Now, let's go down to your knees. You go like this for me. You go down like this and up. And put a little stress on the knees. A little tiny stress going down. Keep the back straight. Up. You inhale down. Exhale up. Simple. Inhale down. Exhale up. Now try to go down a little lower. Xuống thấp chút xíu nữa. Lên cao. Thầy lâu lâu thầy nói tiếng Việt hay là bác thấy mình nói tiếng Việt nhiều chút xíu? Hả? Vì đa số mình đây là người Việt. Chỉ có một vài ba người thì là người ngoại quốc thôi đúng không? Cho nên mình nói tiếng gì nhiều hơn? Mình thở bằng mũi. Nếu được thì bắt thở bằng lỗ tai cũng được. Không bằng mồm. Hay đó. Bây giờ như vậy nè. Bây giờ khi mình làm vậy đó các bác á, anh hỏi rất hay đó. Mình nên thở bằng mũi. Và thầy chỉ bắt một cách hay hơn nữa là mình cong cái lưỡi lên. Mình cong lưỡi để lên trên như vậy. Để gì? Mình đừng có thở bằng miệng. Đồng thời sau này thì bác, cái lớp sau thầy nói cho bác nghe là nó sẽ làm cho cái đường kinh mạch, nhâm mạch, đốc mạch mình nó nối liền lại với nhau. I ask you to curl your tongues up and you breathe through the nose only. Now I will explain to you next time. By doing this, the meridians in the front and the back, we call the central meridians will connect. The energy will flow in circle. Okay, so but right now, go like this and land. Have the hands on your front of your knees here, your thighs here. Keep your back straight. You do it a very tiny circle. A tiny circle like this and go like this. Okay? And then after you go to your maximum, you go back inside. Go back in, winding back in. Okay? Bây giờ đó mình làm cái vòng tròn nhỏ rồi mình từ từ mình ngoáy nó ra to lên. To lên xong rồi đó. Rồi mình ngoáy lại ngược lại. Ok? Mỗi lần mình làm như vậy nhẹ, đừng có làm mạnh quá. Và giữ cái xương sống cho nó thẳng. So you do it very nicely, very gently. Not a lot of force. And feel that the knees slowly become more and more fluid. Alright? Okay, let's try it. Mình cong cái chân, thẳng cái lưng ra chút xíu, đừng làm nhanh quá. Nhẹ đó. Very good. Excellent. Cô Vân làm hay lắm. Có nhiều bác ăn mặc rất là đẹp. Rồi mình làm như vậy đó, rất là hay. Ok, rồi, ngược lại đi. And you reverse from the biggest circles. Now you close it in, smaller. Okay. Do you feel tired? Do you feel sore? If you feel sore, do it slower. Two knees together. Hai cái chân nó dính chùm với nhau. Và nếu mình thấy nó nhói đau đó thì mình ngừng lại một chút, mình đứng lên một chút, ăn gian chút xíu rồi mình đứng lại xuống. Thì mình làm tiếp nha. Đấy. Các bác làm thấy được không? Rồi bây giờ đó thầy mới giải thích cho các bác nghe tại sao cái này nó quan trọng lắm. Let me explain to you why this is so important. Because if you look at the leg here, it's so interesting. When this part of the thigh walk up, this part of the leg here, the calf, the lower leg here, walk back. All right? It's a harmonization between the forward movement and the backward movement of the thighs and the calf. It gives you the sense of balance. And in the philosophical sense, if this path here is the path of, say, the worldly life, the life on earth, the earthly life, the life that we focus on our career and our money and our success, okay, this is the path. Then if you walk it, you know that the thigh, the strong force here will lead your movement. But something have to go backward in order to keep balance. And that leg here, the small leg, if the strong leg here is the leg going for success, for worldly success, then the lower part is something will counterbalance. And the lower leg is what we call the spiritual life. In other words, if you want to advance in the worldly life, the spiritual life could be sacrificed somehow, a little bit, not too much, but have to keep balance. So when you walk any path, something had to be given up in order for you to go forward. That balance is what we want to have. You cannot walk like this. You'll be tired very fast. And that's why we only walk a little bit and we feel happy and balanced. Now, philosophically, when we know the joint is the one that combine the two, not combine, sorry. The joint is the one who keep the thigh and the lower leg in balance. Then we know that if we make it become so fluid, okay, then we can always get to be balanced in terms of spiritual life and worldly life. So if you do a little bit more, so here, let me write down here so we can remember. So here, this part here, if this part is worldly, then this part is spiritually. If this part here is worldly, then this part is spiritual. There's always a balance between the two. And that is something we need to remember, because we cannot deny one thing without the other. They're just like the sun and the moon, the yin and yang. The two things, the worldly and the spiritual, they're just one. They are not two. They're only one. Okay? Like the body and the mind, they're just one. Tức là mình nói cái chân này được. Alright, let's do the next one. Let's do a few of this one here for me, please. Oh, 2 languages. That is really difficult. Nói 2 thứ tiếng nó mất thời giờ lắm. Đồng thời nói 2 thứ tiếng các bác nghe hồi nó bù đầu luôn. Okay. And reverse. Make sure that the ending, the circle getting smaller and smaller and smaller until you end. And you stand up. Bend down one more time. Stand up. Bend down. Stand up. And bend down. That's good. That's all enough. Now, let's come to this part here. That is the waistband here. And you put the hands here. You put it right behind here. And you have one way to do it, or you can do it this way, but I prefer you do it this way here. Your hands back right here. Bà con thấy không? Now usually if you're doing this finger here up here, hold like this, you don't get tired. Okay? And usually the joint of the 2 fingers come to the place we call the gate of life. 2 cái tay để sau lưng đó thì nó nằm ngay cái mạng môn của mình. Thì bây giờ đó bắt cong cái chế đầu gối xuống, you bend the knee just a little bit. And then you try to rotate your waist. And your head your eye looking at one point. Make sure the head doesn't move much. Only the bottom, meaning the waist band here, moving. Mình làm sao mình quay cái bụng của mình dưới này thôi, cái mông đó. Nhưng mà mình không quay cái đầu nhìn chỗ thôi. Ok. Mình mấy giờ mình xong Sila? Trời ơi dữ vậy đó. Mà mới cái này mới warm up chưa gì hết trơn đó nha. Hết giờ 8 giờ rồi, quá trời. Nhưng mà đừng lo, mình 9 bữa là mình làm 10 thế xong đó. Thành ra ngày hôm nay tối nay là mình dùng vô 2 thế liền. 2 thế liền. Ngày mai là mình làm con ngày thứ 5 mình làm con cò. Tuần sau là mình bắt đầu làm con rồng rồi đó. Mau lắm đó các bác. Ok. Bây giờ các bác làm bao nhiêu lần các bác biết không? Các bác bao nhiêu tuổi thì làm bao nhiêu vòng? Ok. Anh làm 76 vòng. Hai cái đầu gối dính lại với nhau. Thì tôi nói các bác nghe nè, nếu bác mà 40 tuổi trở xuống đó thì bác làm gấp đôi cái tuổi của bác. Ví dụ như bác 32 tuổi thì làm bao nhiêu lần? Làm bao nhiêu? 32 tuổi làm 64 lần. Nhưng mà nếu bác 49 tuổi bác làm bao nhiêu lần? 49 lần thôi. Tức là từ 41 tuổi cho tới 70 đó thì mình làm đúng mấy cái tuổi của mình. Nhưng nếu bác 70 trở lên bác làm bao nhiêu lần? Cấp 3. Cấp 3. Tại sao vậy? Vì bác già thì bác phải dẻo, bác dai. Nếu bác lớn tuổi bác già, bác sụm thì là bác nhũn thì nó không hay. Cho nên mà các bác biết là sao mà thầy nói bác nghĩ là nó giỡn, không phải đâu. Cái thế này đó là cái thế độc nhất mà nó làm cho cái gì đó, mình gọi là cái gì bác? Cái mạng môn, cái gate of life đó, nó có năng lượng. Thành ra đó thầy rất thích cái thế này. Và thầy thấy rằng đó, khi mà thầy ở bên Trung Hoa, bên Tàu, thầy thấy là người ta làm cái này nhiều kinh khủng. Ta làm cái này nhiều kinh khủng. I just saying things that make sure you notice it. That when I was in China, I saw a lot of people doing this, and when I talked to them, they said this is the number one way to help the gate of life open. What is the gate of life? The gate of life, minh mệnh, is the very place in your belt region here, in the back of the, right by the spine here, in the back of your spine here, but right by where you wear your belt, okay? And so, in the middle of that part here, usually you have a lot of heat arise from there. Now, when you do a lot of this thing here, what happens is, it helps the gate open, that's what they say, have the gate open, it helps the belt meridian's energies moving. Now, I myself love this exercise so much. I do this a lot, and especially if you work on your computer, sit on the chair so much, you should do this. Now, in the Vietnamese, we say, if you're under 40, you do double your age. Meaning, if you're 32 years old, you do 64 times. For that man here, gentleman, you look like 39 years old. So you do how many times? 39. No, double. 39 double, meaning 78. Okay, good. Now, if you're 41 to 70, then you do exactly your number of years, okay, your age, exact number. But if you're 71 up to 100, then you do triple the number of your age. In other words, for this man right here, he's 76 years old. So how many he should do? Can't count. Uncountable numbers. How many?
210.
210? Oh, wow. No. 76 mà nhân 3 là bao nhiêu? 76 nhân 3, 6 lần 3 18, nhân 1 hả? 38. Hả? Rồi. 238 lần. Bên qua bên vòng bên phải 238 lần và 238 lần qua bên trái. Now, okay, good. Now that's good because the right thing to do is this. Let me teach you how to do it. You bend your knee a little bit. You go to the left side. You breathe in. The right side, you exhale. So inhale and exhale. And you imagine the circle You imagine the circle, and you let your body follow that imaginary circle. Okay? So this is what we call the body and mind unifying movement. You unify the body and mind through this movement because your mind imagine a circle, and you breathe in, breathe out, and the body move exactly like matching with your breathing rate. Okay, good. Okay, good. Now, what is the benefit of this? What's the meaning of this? This is difficult. There is a part that is we call is separate the lower part, what we call the subconsciousness. From here is a conscious part. So when you move like this, you relax the boundary between the subconscious and the conscious. So the more you're doing this, the more the gate of life here have energy, and the more the subconscious and the conscious will communicate. So by you doing this a lot, what happens is a lot of subconscious informations. Now certainly you be more aware of them. Okay? Tức là cái này có lợi ích gì? Là một đó, nếu mà nói về bụng đó, thì các bác biết sao không bác? Tiêu hóa, đường tiêu hóa nó sẽ tốt hơn nhiều lắm. Đường tiêu hóa. The direct benefit of this is your digestive system. Okay? It's better. And all things within the stomach and within the belly here will be very much stimulated and become more healthy. Cái lợi thứ hai đó rất là quan trọng. Nếu mà bác biết về cái triết lý cái này đó, thì cái đường ngay cái bụng này đó, bác cái rúng đó, thì thường nó chia cái con người mình, phần dưới là phần mình gọi là tiềm thức, phần trên này gọi là phần ý thức, trên này là siêu ý thức. Thì khi mình lắc như vậy đó, thì cái phần tiềm thức và phần ý thức đó, nó từ từ nó giãn ra, làm cho mình biết được những cái phần tiềm thức đó. Nhiều khi những chuyện tiềm thức mình nhận diện nó được, nó dễ dàng. Thí dụ như chuyện như là mình đố kỵ người ta, nhiều khi mình không biết các bác, thì bây giờ tự nhiên mình nhận diện nó dễ dàng hơn. Hay những chuyện giận dữ trong lòng nó, tại sao vậy? Bây giờ mình nhận diện nó dễ dàng hơn. Rồi chưa? Các bác tiếp tục lắc nha, mình thấy có người không lắc đó nha. Rồi, thật ra cái phần này là cái phần giúp cho mình tiềm thức và ý thức đó, nó dễ dàng, nó tiếp thông với nhau hơn. Bây giờ cái phần tiếp tục này là mình sẽ làm cho cái phần của cái xương sống này nó sẽ nó cái mình gọi là cái rib cage đó, tức là cái vùng mà là cái bộ ba sườn này đó, nó chuyển động thì là cái hơi thở của mình nó thay đổi. Ok, thì mình đưa tay lên đây nè, có thấy cái tay đây không? Đưa thẳng lên trên cái trần nhà, directly above, straight ahead here, and you bend your neck just a little bit, look up, and you move this triangle as if you washing, mopping, or maybe you're sweeping. What do you do with this one? You rubbing or you washing the ceiling up here. Okay, tức là mình chùi cái trần nhà đó bác. Thật ra cái tay này là nó phải thẳng góc với lại cái trần nhà phía trên. Ok, thì khi bác làm như vậy đó, bác phải thấy là cái xương sườn của mình nó kêu răng rắc hay là nó chuyển động mới được. So the reason you're doing this is to guide the rib cage to move. So if you feel the rib cage moving, that's correct. So inhale and exhale. Inhale half circle, exhale half circle. Always combine the breathing with the movement. Okay, very good. And reverse. Reverse direction. Quay ngược lại. Có thấy nó chuyển động cái bộ ngực các bác không? Inhale strongly. Very good. Okay. Bây giờ đó, các bác có thấy nó tay nó mỏi không? Good. You need to have that feeling of soaring because you don't do it often. Okay. That will help to change the volume of your lungs. And when you change the volume of the lungs, the air you exchange also change. And the breathing is very much rigid with your emotional state. So when you change the breathing, you change your emotional state. So by relaxing the lungs, actually you're relaxing the way you express your emotion. Okay, so you don't get to be angry, get to be so uncontrollable in your expression, emotional expression. Okay, now we do next one, shoulders. Shoulder is what we always have pressure because it's the pressure of your job, your career, the pressure of everything in life, okay? Especially you hold yourself like this and typing, a lot of tightness up here. So what you do is you go up like this and you need to go in and out here, protruding your chest a little bit and come back here. Now you need to feel the heaviness on your fingers. Các bác phải làm như vậy, quay cái vai đó. Cái vai là cái chỗ mà nó nặng nề, trách nhiệm vân vân đó. Thì mình quay cho nhẹ nhàng chút xíu. Và thầy đề nghị là các bác quay vậy đó, bác làm sao cái tay của mình nó nặng. Nếu bác cảm giác cái tay nó nặng thì đúng rồi. Nếu mà cái tay nó không nặng gì trơn đó là mình làm trật rồi. Tay mình cho nặng đó nha. Very good. You feel your hands heavy fingers? If you feel it, then that's correct. Các bác có thấy cái tay nặng không? Không thấy gì trơn. Cái quay ngược lại. Cái quay ngược lại. Ngược lại. You feel the hands, fingers heavy yet? Yes. So you need to relax the fingers. Anh Chính làm được không anh Chính? Cái tay nó nặng. Cái tay nặng là cái máu nó xuống thì nó relax cái máu. Mình làm vừa, đừng có làm nhanh quá. Rồi đó. Bây giờ làm như vậy, ngày mai thì thầy thứ năm thì làm khác. Rồi bây giờ tiếp tục. So you change the pressure here, you relax here, and therefore you relax the assumed responsibilities. A lot of assuming responsibilities make us become so heavy and so stressful. So a lot of time, all this assumed responsibility. What do I mean by assumed responsibility? For example, if you are just simply a student, of maybe a friend, okay, for example me, in this case, if I'm a teacher, I come in here, I teach, and I finish teaching, I go. My responsibility to teach, but my responsibility is not to discipline you. So if you have a cell phone going up all the time, or you talk all the time, I would not discipline because I don't assume the responsibility to discipline you or to rectify your wrong behaviors. I don't do that. I come to teach, I give the teaching, I share my experience, and I lead you in a practice. But the other things with you, I'm hands off. But if I assume that I should control your cell phone, I should control your mouth, I should control your behavior, then I'm so stressful. And so by doing this, what happens is we start to understand our responsibility and we relax our responsibilities. So we don't assume responsibility, we let ourselves relax. Cái này đó là tức là mình gọi là những cái trách nhiệm và trách nhiệm mà mình cho rằng là mình có đó, thì khi mình làm vậy rồi nó đặt giãn ra thật nhiều những cái chuyện mà mình gọi là cái trách nhiệm mình tự mình đặt cho mình nó bự lắm. Thí dụ như mình nói mình là mẹ đó thì mình có cái bổn phận phải dạy con, đúng rồi, nhưng mà tại sao mình phải chửi mắng nó? Vì cái chửi mắng không phải là cái phần của dạy. Cái chửi mắng, khi mình chửi mắng nó thì tự nhiên mình trở thành có lẽ là cái bà chủ, hoặc là mạnh hơn nữa là mình là kẻ thù. Cho nên mình đáng lẽ là mình dạy con đó, thì mình đem cái giáo nghĩa, cái giáo dục mình dạy nó đó cho nó hiểu đó. Thì vì mình không làm chuyện đó, mình nạt nộ, mình chửi nó, mình mắng nó, thì không ngờ đó mình từ cái nhiệm vụ là người mẹ. Cái người mẹ là cái gì? Là cái người mà cho có tình thương thì gọi là người mẹ, cho có tình thương không điều kiện thì gọi là người mẹ. Nhưng mình không làm chuyện đó, mình làm cái chuyện là mình chửi nó, mình mắng nó, mình đập nó, thì tự nhiên mình assume một cái responsibility, tức là mình cho rằng một cái trách nhiệm, một cái nhiệm vụ khác, một cái vai trò khác, cho nên mình bị stress. Cho nên nhiều khi đó mình chỉ cần làm đúng chuyện mình làm thôi thì mình nhẹ nhàng vô cùng. Rồi cuối cùng cái đầu đó thì mình lăn cái đầu này qua bên tay phải, ngẹo qua bên phải. Okay, you bend your neck to the right, left, and bend to the right, and then you drop the head down, and then you rolling the head. You're rolling the head. Okay, using the weight of your head and roll. When you do this, you actually change the ways you look at things. Because look at your eyes looking everywhere in the room now. So when you do this, you are changing the viewpoint. So you're relaxing the way you look at things. So we are less opinionated, we are less biased, and we have a complete view of things rather than very, very biased views. So when we rotate, actually we're rolling our head. We're actually changing the way we look at things, relaxing the way we look at things. Giờ các bác làm như vậy nè, tay như vậy. Cái tay này mình thọc xuống thiệt mạnh, rồi mình thở thiệt mạnh ra. Ok. Đố các bác cái này trong 5 loại hơi thở là loại hơi thở nào? The 5 breathing. What is the kind of breathing within the 5? Which one? It is release breathing. Gọi là thở dài. Đúng không bác? Đúng. Rồi, thầy nói các bác nghe vì sao? When do you use this? Okay, let's do it again. Do you feel it's shaking over here? Let's do it again. Okay. Now let me tell you this. After you warm up all the joints, and we just did all the joints, the next thing you do is you want to breathe, release breathing. Why do you do this? Because a lot of time the stress in your chest is too much. Okay, you just get off from work, all kind of stress. So you want to release right away. So you do this, and this also means very important thing. You need to remember, if you're in the stagnation, meaning the stagnant, you do a 9 to 5 work every day, the same thing, routine. It's just a boring kind of routine. Then this will break that routine. It make you go deep inside of your mind, and perhaps deep inside your job. So this is the surface here, and now you break the surface, the stagnation, the stagnant water that you're breaking through. Okay, when you're doing this, what happened to you really in your mind? Because I told you here, from here down is the subconscious. Here the conscious part. When you do this, you go, wow. You break through your subconscious. You break the subconscious, meaning you go deep inside your mind. So the more you're doing it, what happens is you start to see yourself a little better. You see the deep part of yourself better, okay? Now, but make sure you do it right. Here, look at me. You see I go like this here? See here? This shoulder level here. Hands together like this. And you go with the hands going deep, and you exhale when you're going out and down, okay? Hand going out when you're going down, hand going out. Hand going out, and relax, okay? Remember that. So you don't want to go down and you go like this. Don't hold on to your fingers. Open up your fingers when you go down. So again, inhale. Okay, chỉ phải mở miệng thở ra bao nhiêu vít. Release your finger, okay? Let's do 3 more times. Okay, now, application. Somebody says something very bad about you or to you, and you suddenly feel the energy going up this way. Heat, a very strange kind of feeling going up, like a snake going up, and you feel the heat up here, and you want to spit out fires. What do? Let all the heat out, okay? Do that, and it will help you to stay balanced, so you don't get the anger anymore. The anger will release, okay? Now, you look clearly. Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes when I do this. Look. Now, when do I do that? Whenever I have anger. The anger connect with the eyes. If I do this, I actually release the anger. Cái này là cái bí mật lắm, các bác cười nhưng mà các bác đâu có biết đâu. Cái gan đó, và con mắt nó dính liền với nhau, nó cột liền với nhau. Khi mà mình nóng giận dữ quá đó, cái chỗ con gan nó lửa lên đó, bây giờ đó mình release nó, mình trợn con mắt một cái đó, bác biết sao không bác? Âm hỏa trở thành dương hỏa. Cái gan, cái giận đó nó không còn giận nữa, nó có chính khí nữa, nó không có giận nữa. Làm với nhau nha. Bây giờ không có giận, trợn mắt làm chi? Thì nói Henry nè, Henry về nhà đó, vợ mà chửi đó thì anh làm sao? Là vợ hết chửi liền. Rồi, tiếp tục. Cái này nè. Vậy ha. Làm một cái vòng tròn. Đưa lên ha, nhón gót lên, bớt xuống. Lên. Mấy bác làm giỏi quá mà. So here, you're thinking about the hands that is always grasping for things that we own and we want to be ours, and we don't want people to talk about us, so we go like this, like defending ourselves. Now what happened is, the defending now becomes so huge, so big, and now greed for things also this big, this huge. And you take all of this here, go above the head, so we can really worship all our greed and our grasping. And then what do? We let go. Okay, release breathing. Now, the important thing is, you need to raise your feet up. Why? You chant the view. When we chant the view just a little bit, the whole world change. So go like this again. Cái này là cái tay này nắm lên cái điều tham lam gì của mình đó. Cái điều tham mình nó bự như vậy đó bác này. Nó to vậy đó. Mà bây giờ mình sao? Mình đây mình thờ phượng cái độ tham lam của mình xong rồi sao? Vất đi. Đó. Bự lắm, thả đi luôn đi. Lên. Lên. Nhưng mà mấy bác làm, mấy bác không có cười, mặt người nào cũng dữ. Bác cười chút xíu, mỉm cười mới được, mới hết stress được. Ok. Vứt nó xuống, thở thiệt mạnh. Okay, when do you do this? What is the best time you're doing this? Huh? Morning? Good. What's the best time? Chừng nào mình làm cái này hay nhất? Hả? Afternoon? Good. Huh? Restroom? Stress. Oh, Henry do it when he goes to the restroom. That's nice. That's very nice. Good application. Okay. So what is the best time you're doing this? Anytime you have stress. Very good. But do you know when you have stress? You know it. If you know it, then that's good. As prevention, you make a habit of doing this all time when you have working. For example, you sit and writing for maybe an hour, you stand up, you're doing this. You make a habit, you do it throughout the day. You don't need to do 10, you need to do 3 only, but that will help you. Make a habit that you break the stress during the day. You don't want to wait until you have end of the day and you do it, or come here, you do it. Do throughout the day when you sit too long, especially when we have certain things that we hold on to it. For example, this is the imagination here, but thinking about my greed for food, for example, is huge like this. But that greed is make me become imbalanced. And what do? I let go of that greed. Okay? So what you want to do really is to really find time during the days to apply it. Cái hay của các bác đó là các bác đừng có chờ tới đây để bác làm. Các bác ở nhà đó, ở việc làm chỗ nào đó bác làm. Chỗ nào bác thấy nó hợp, mà khi nào mà thấy đó cái người nó đau, nó mỏi, nó nhức cái gì đó, làm liền đi. Thí dụ như là cô Vân đó, cô vừa bán đồ vậy nè, bán đồ vàng bạc, nó cầm mấy cái vòng vàng đó, cầm như này, cầm này, vất luôn đó. Đó. Thì tự nhiên nó mình khỏe lắm, mình vui lắm. Đó. Mà đấy. Ok. Rồi mình làm thêm 3 cái. Let's do 3 more. Okay. Here. Anh Hiển ơi, nhờ anh Hiển mở cái cửa ra cho mình, chắc mình cho cái gió, mấy bà này bà thổi gió ra ngoài kia. Cái bác thổi gió ra, vì mình hà quá nhiều quá. Bây giờ đó các bác, mình xong cái đó rồi cái gì? Bây giờ mình chưa hết đâu, mình còn nhiều cái trò lắm. Nhưng mà bây giờ đó, tới cái giờ này rồi mình chưa học cái thế chính không được. Thành ra thầy còn cái chân nữa, nhưng mà thầy chưa dạy cái chân, thì bây giờ thầy dạy cái chân bác làm gì với thầy. Coi. Let's do a little bit of this because we have taken quite a number of times now. Just doing warm up, almost an hour, just learning the theory and the practice. We'll go faster on Thursday. On Thursday, I will not talk much about theory when we do the warm up. Okay, now the knees always pointing to the front. Don't let it slide to the angle to the side. Okay, make sure it's always pointing to the front. When it's pointing to the front, okay, very good. Point to the front. And what do? You try to put stress on your thighs. And you try to release the stress when you go the other side. Okay, so you put stress on one side, and you release stress on the other side. You are just simply doing a very tiny thing to help your thighs to be strong. Okay, at the same time, you learn how to release some of these stress in the other leg. And when you're doing this, what happened? Ủa, mình còn người bên kia luôn hả? Oh, really? Oops, sorry. Okay, now let me make sure that you understand this. You keep the back straight. Keep the back straight. Keep your back straight. Okay, not leaning, back straight, and knee pointing to the front. So what I'm trying to do, I try to learn how to shift my weight from one side to the other side. Because stay in one place, stay in one place, stay in one time. Okay? Now, can you lift that leg up? No. Impossible. Alright? Go the other side. And let the weight sink into that leg. Mình đứng qua một cái chân đó, cho cái sức nặng nó xuống một cái chân. Okay? Rồi mình đổi qua chân bên kia. Good, easy, simple. But we learn how to shift weight. Okay? Now this is critical for our knowledge for the mind, because the mind have to learn how to stay balanced even we are not balanced. To stay very, very solid on one side. So we no longer balance. Now, you stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. Not one way or the other here. And coming down low. And come up. Okay, come down low. And keep your back straight. Up. Okay, when you stand up, make sure that your knees is not locking. So coming down. Okay, and getting up. Keep your back straight up. Very good. And back straight down. Okay, very simple. Okay, one more time. Do it slow, And now we go with breathing. Inhale. Oh, I'm sorry. Inhale down, inhale down. Exhale, release. Inhale down. Exhale, release. Very good. Inhale down. Exhale, release. Very good. Now, same thing. Over this side, inhale down. Exhale, release. Inhale down. Exhale, release. Inhale down. Exhale, release. Now, I'll ask you, please get your legs even further apart. Not too far away, that's far enough. Not too close, that's far enough, okay? So inhale down, exhale, release. And curl your tongues up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now, is your knee still pointing to the front, 90 degree, or your knee is slanting to a side? Okay, we need a couple of instructors. Please help me to correct, because this is so critical. If you don't get your knees pointing straight ahead, 90 degree, then you likely will hurt your knee. Okay, so just make sure that your knee is pointing straight ahead. Release. Inhale down and exhale up. 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 Very good. Okay, come back in, come back in, come back in. You can't see me, but I'm doing. Anyway, in other words, when I say out like this, I'm moving out here, I'm moving back here, I'm moving here, I'm moving here, I'm moving here. You can't see me, this is what I'm doing. I just try to move my feet from here. I move this here, I move here, I move here, I move here, move here, 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 here. Back. Okay. That is half of what we want to talk to you about the warm-up. Now we'll do something real today. Okay, so now you're ready. The first movement you want to learn is what we call the unity of heaven and earth. The three part of the body here is to use it as the way that we bring the meaning to our body and then our movement. From here is the superconscious. The conscious is what you call rationality. You use thinking and you understand it. But subconscious is what is pre-rationality. You can see it. It's not reasoning. It's irrational. It's irrational. For example, anger. For example, all this very low nature. Greed, angry, greed, hatred. This is low nature, okay? This is a conscious part where you actually civilize yourself with knowledge, with thinking, reasoning. Up here is a super conscious where you can't ill reason even, because it belongs to the reason, the realm of intuition. It belongs to the realm of what we call trans-rationality. You can't ill reason. Some intuition that you have, for example, some people simply had the intuition to know what happened next in 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Some people had the knowledge of the rain and the what's happening with their daughters and their son, blah blah blah. There's many kind of intuition that you have. Suddenly, sometimes you are staying here and you say, "Oh, somebody want to meet me," and you walk out, you see somebody else come in and meet you. But that is very low kind of intuition. When you meditate, you actually develop very deep and high intuition. Deep intuition meaning you have the clairvoyance, for example. You have the ability to see into the future or see in long and far distance. Meditation also can help you to open up realm of non-rationality or trans-rationality. So those are the things that talking here. So what I like you to do is this: when you bring the hands up here, you unite yourself in the super consciousness. Can you stand up, please? Can we do it together? So we go like this up here. The hands going up here, okay? And then you open your palm like this here. You drop the hands down, and you drop completely down, the body completely down, 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 and head hanging down. The head, the top of the head pointing to the ground, and the hand letting loose the hands. Cái tay thả lỏng ra, cái đầu đỉnh đầu nó chĩa xuống mặt đất. Thì mình nhìn xuống cái gì? Con mắt mình nhìn ở đâu bác? Cái đầu gối hay cái gì đó đó. Rồi xong mình đứng lên đó, mở bàn tay ra, open your palms and stand up. Okay, and you unite up here. Now you don't need to look up here. You need to go like this here. It's fine. But here is you have bring the bottom with the earth and unite up here with the heaven. And you open up the heaven here and you drop so you can unite with the earth at the bottom. So the three parts become one. Okay? Inhale, up. Exhale, drop and relax completely. Mình thả xuống, thả lỏng ra, đưa tay lên hít vô. Cái phần trên này là cái phần thiên, cái phần dưới này là cái phần địa. Cái thiên thì hợp nhất, cái địa thì thả lỏng. Lên lại, hít vô. Thiên hợp nhất, địa thì thả lỏng xuống, hoàn toàn thả lỏng xuống. Thiên hợp nhất, địa thả lỏng. Ok, bây giờ đứng lại, tốt quá. Rồi, cái này đó mình làm đó, thì cái lưỡi nằm đâu bác? Cong lưỡi lên. Cong lưỡi lên. When you do this, you turn the thumbs up, you breathe through the nose and breathe very strongly. Now Sheila will lead you to do 15 times right away. Okay. Okay, Sheila.
Ready, go back. Inhale. Open your hand and exhale, release. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out.
We're going to do 15 more times. This time here, thinking about this. Thinking about when you bring it up here, you bring the energy from the bottom of your feet. Where is it? Can you take a look at your feet? Okay. You go like this here, and you see that just after the concave here, as you pass the concave, the first part become before the bulk here, that part, okay? Right here. Do you see my hand here, right here? It's about here. Okay, that's very part. Okay, I need you to get your finger there and touch that part. Can you see me? Or you don't see me? Okay, let me give you one of my experience. And that I used to do this. I used to stick on my feet and I do corpse and I focus on the area that about here. I don't know what exactly. And I just keep focusing on it. After a while, I relax my feet, both feet. I found that only a little tiny place there, certain kind of impulse come. And it a little bit of ticklish there. Every single time I try on that place. And I start to notice that, and I know that is a place they call the bubbling springs. I would like you to do, go home, you stretch out your feet, you look at that place here in your mind, the mental, and you're just thinking about you had the finger here touching it. Now after a while, it's very strange. The other part won't feel ticklish, only that little part. And that little part is called bubbling springs. Okay. That is the what we call the easiest way to get the correct location of the bubbling spring. Okay, if you want to have an acupuncturist to help you to find out exactly, go and find an acupuncturist. You can ask Long, you have some of the people here who know how to find the exact point. But for yourself, that's the easiest way to do. Usually, that's the only place that it responds for your focus, respond to your focus. What I'd like you to do is this: you think about that point, and when you go like this up here, you think you imagine, remember, Tao Yin. You imagine the energy from that very part suddenly going up. How does it go? Don't worry. The starting point there and the end point is the middle of your palms. And that is another point. So you connect with the 2 points. So when you hold hand like this, you say, oh, I'm bringing the energy down there up to my hands. How does it go? Don't worry right now. All you need to do is go from there to this point. That the 2 points meet together, and so the energies from there flow right up to the hands here. And when you're coming down, okay, you said, okay, now these 2 energies points here, energies going right back down to there. Now what happened is this, you are connecting heaven and earth. The energy of the earth, energies of the heaven now join. Now what do I mean by heaven and earth? Heaven, simply your vision, your understanding. What do you mean earth? Earth means your practicality, your living, what is down to earth, what is here now. Okay? Theory and practice, the yin and the yang. When you have these 2 things connect, that means you are in a state of unity. But when you are in a state of unity, you always become balanced. And you have unite 3 things. The superconscious, the conscious, and the subconscious together become one in this movement. So now let's get up and we do this again. But now with the imagination, so we can become united. Okay? So you inhale, you bring the universe, thinking about you bring the whole universe, and you bring the universe to your heart and let go of it. So in other words, we embrace the universe, but then we let go of the universe. Okay? So do one more time. So inhale and exhale. Okay. Now to do this, it's even better if you have something like this. You say, you open it, you say, I embrace the universe and I let go of everything. Now it's very interesting if you're saying this, I embrace the universe and I let go of everything. Now how is it so important, and how does it affect our mind? When you say that you embrace the universe, I embrace the universe. Now what kind of I that embrace the universe? That I is not going to be Thầy Hàng Trường or somebody else. That I is your true nature. Only the true nature is large, big, boundless, limitless, enough to embrace the universe. So when you are saying that I embrace the universe, actually you are identify yourself with a boundless state. Okay? And when I let go of everything, what does that mean? That means you shift yourself back to the small ego, small self, or I is a small self, let go of everything. Okay? But that will help you, the identity, you identify with the boundless state, and you shift back to the bounded self. The unbounded self, bounded self, the limitless self, and the limited self. The interplay, the moving in and out of these 2 identities can help you break up our attachments. The attachment to make the body and the mind split. It makes you become whole. So very interesting. You say, I embrace the universe and I let go of everything. Okay, so try to do that. Do the second movement. Are you okay? Are you not tired? I know you're not sweating because most of the time you're standing. You didn't do anything much. This is the first thing you learn, is the unity of heaven and earth. The second movement is the frog, and I know that many of you have learned this, many of you here. Some of you have not learned, but most of you have learned. But okay, I repeat. The frog is the name of the movement, okay? And the image of the frog is the frog sitting at the bottom of the well. Now, why do we use this image? Because the frog has very strong leg and it can spring itself pretty high. Now, the reason we use a frog, but I would like to use a flea instead of the frog. If I will reinvent the 10 forms, integral Tai Chi, I would say this is a flea. The flea can jump very high, but the frog is not jump that high as a flea. Okay, but anyway, we stick with the frog. But this frog here, sitting at the bottom of the well, now will jump out of this well and into the huge wall here. When the frog sitting at the bottom of the well, it sees the wall as big as this much. We call it the tunnel vision. Tunnel vision. Meaning we see life as limited and as narrow. We develop a narrow-mindedness. We can't see anything beyond that little tiny vision. Okay? So the frog now jump out of the well. In other words, we break through our own tunnel vision and we become completely unbounded. So the frog up and beyond the well here see all the sceneries beautifully there. Now let me talk to you a little bit about this here. So what is the metaphor here? The frog is the energy that stay at the very bottom of our spine here. And I won't tell you what is it, the chakra number 1, but we'll tell them tomorrow. And the well is actually the spine. So the energy at the bottom, at the coccyx, or we call at the tailbone. Okay? That the energy is the tailbone. And now we need to get this energy out, up and out. And go beyond the spine and go out to the top of the head and maybe go beyond. That's the purpose. And how do we do it? We use the very simple principle of flexing the spine. When the spine goes like this is because it's bent like this, and the spine goes like this. Okay, this part is called yang, and the part which be bent is called yin. And now if I go the other way around, okay, this is head. Okay, then this is yang, and this is yin. Okay, you see this? So employing the flipping of yin and yang, we have the energy at the bottom of the spine stimulated, and as we go up, it's exactly like the light over here, and the lights over here. This was invented by the Taoists. The Taoists were the first people who realized that by flexing the spine, they can manipulate the energy anywhere in the spine. And so if you can go like this and you bend it real hard and you jump it up, what happens is energy will start to move. And the more you jump, the more you bend, the more the energy can be stimulated or excited and they get up. Okay? So the energy, by doing this, the energy will be moving up. Okay? So we need to create the balance in doing this. And therefore, we need to use the hands to create the balance. But the strength in this movement is in these thighs. So you need to jump and keep the thighs hold you. But the whole thing, the backside have to be very strong. So we need to work at it slowly. So otherwise we get hurt. Okay? Bây giờ đó như vậy nè. Đầu tiên các bác làm là bác để chân ra và bước ra như vậy. Bác đứng lên như vậy như thầy, lên, xuống, inhale, exhale, quá giỏi, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, okay, inhale, exhale. Okay, what do? I try to train your knees. Now, look at Sheila how she does the frog. Can you do the frog, please? Bắt đầu không? Hai chân bồi nhau trước. Ok, 1, 2, 3, xuống, 4, lưng cong lại, nhìn xuống, 5. Okay, see that? That's how it's properly done. Okay, beautifully. Okay, well, a few more. Okay. Two. Okay, fine, that's good. Now, you see this has been done. Now, we're going to do this, but let's do this first. So you step out, one, come down, inhale, and exhale. Work on your knees. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale. You see my hands here? My hands are on my knees, are on my thighs, and I slide my hands up and down. See? Very good. Okay, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Okay, now keep your back straight. Okay, very good. Thank you. Now the next thing we do is this. You watch my back here. I step out. I look at my feet. I look up like this a little bit here. I looking down my feet here. I look it up. Can you do that for me? Okay, just like this. Nothing. Down and up. You look down and you look up. Okay? Now, look at my head. I'm bending like this much here. I look at my neck here. So I point the chins up. Cái cầm mà chỉ lên trên nha các bác. Cầm phù thủy đó, lên. Rồi bây giờ bác nhìn xuống này, xuống bằng cái bàn chân này. Giữa hai cái chân. Look in between the two feet. Okay? Drop your head down and look up. You drop your head down and your chin up. And top the head pointing down, your chin's in and chin's out. Your chin stuck in. Look down and out. Very good. Okay. Các bạn làm được không? Quá dễ, quá dễ. Dân thông minh không? Quá dễ. Bây giờ như vậy nè. Bác bước chân ra. Cái bước này đó mình gọi là shoulder width. Shoulder width có nghĩa là nó ngang bằng với cái vai. So you step out, shoulder width. So the length of the two feet here. The ending of 2 feet and the shoulders will be the same. Okay, with shoulder width. Okay. Now, you're coming down a little bit like this here. And you're coming up. Where your hands? Where your hands? Hands on your thighs. You're coming down. And you're coming up. Right? Now, you're coming down here. Stay there. You bend your head down a little bit here. Look at in between your 2 feet. Okay. And you're going up. Look up here. Up. Okay. Now, did you realize that when you look up here, only the chin up, but something wrong? What is something wrong? Let's do it one more time. You're coming down, look at your between 2 feet, and looking up. Something wrong. It's like you didn't get your stomach pointing out, so your back wasn't bent enough, right? Do you realize that? So here, so you want to stick your stomach out a little bit, bend it out. Look back here. Okay, so coming down, look at your feet, and coming up. Okay, coming down a little bit, look at between your 2 feet, and chin up. Chin tucking in. Okay, you protrude your stomach out a little bit. Okay, inhale. Exhale. Okay, good. Now, what happened is this. You have done 3 movements. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and then combine. This and the bending. So that you have 3 movements together, right? You know how the 3 movements? Combining. Now we do a little bit more than this movement. So here, so 1, you come down as low as possible. Okay, low as possible. Up and come down as low as possible. Now the reason why you need to have your hands on your knees, on your thighs here, because you want to keep the thighs, keep the knees straight here. Okay, up, coming down low, up, right? Now bend your back in, and up. Okay, look back, and coming down. Up, So exhale down. Now exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Now, okay. Can you sit down for a moment? Sit down. Sit down. All right. You learn 3 things, and I want you to see the profile. First one, you learn this. You're coming slow, a little bit, not much, but your hands here. Your hand here, so your knees can only go straight. The knee cannot go like this. If your knee go like this, then the 2 hands go like this wrong. So the reason why you put the hands like this, because the hands go down straight. Okay? So the first movement, you do like this, up. You watch my back straight, right? Very good. Now the second movement is, you stand like this, and you just simply just bend your back, look at your in between, and up and down here. And I want to look at the point directly above my head. Up and down and up. Simple. Combining the 2. So like this, and coming down, and look to this point here. See my hands here? And then looking up, and coming down, and looking up. Now we have number 4. Các bạn hiểu được không? 1, 2, 3 gì? Mà phải giữ biết cái bàn tay này giữ đây để cho cái chân mình đừng cong vô. Mà mình muốn giữ cái này cho lưng nó thẳng này. Nó xuống cái lưng thẳng này. Nhớ cái đó. Bây giờ đó. The 4th movement here. You're coming down. You bend over as much as you can, and you stand up. That easy. Okay, Sheila, can you stand up a little bit? Okay, and you do exactly what I just did. Okay, you bend down like this as much as possible, and you bend yourself over. Look at. Okay, up. Okay, it's good. Now you see this point very clearly. That means you had the motion, you're going down like this here, and you bend over. Okay, and look up. Can you do that? Okay, let's go do it. Các bác hiểu được không bác? Tức là mình đi từng chi tiết một đó, thì mình không bao giờ mình sai được chỗ nào hết trơn đó nha. Bây giờ mình làm cái đầu tiên. First movement. Hand on your thighs. Coming down. 1, 2. Exhale. Inhale. Lưng thẳng nha. Bắt quay thầy nè. Xuống. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Okay, very good. That's the first movement. Now second movement. Standing still. And now bend your back to look at in between your 2 feet. Nhìn điểm giữa hai bàn chân. And chin up. And chin down. Cong lưng. Chin up. And chin down. Chin up. And chin down. Up. And down. Good. Các bác làm được không? Làm được không? Good. Thầy nói các bác nghe nha. Mình làm như vậy là mình làm cái lưng của mình nó dẻo ra, cái chân mình nó giãn ra. Nó là một cái loại warm up để mình làm cho con cóc. Các bác hiểu không? Thành ra mình làm nó hay lắm. Bây giờ cái thứ 3, number 3. You bend and what do you do? You look down a little bit, not too much, and up. Coming down, look a little bit, and up. Coming down a little bit, and up. Down, and up. 4. Exhale down, inhale up. Cái lưỡi ở đâu các bác? Exhale down, inhale up. Now the final is you bend really down and really low. Okay, so inhale down, exhale down all the way down. Look at the 2 feet, and inhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. I want to see my profile. So inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Okay, now, wait. Now, we exhale down. We inhale up. Okay? And you try to do it gently, not too fast. Đừng có làm nhanh quá, làm vừa đủ xài thôi các bác. Mình thở ra xuống, nhìn xuống điểm giữa hai bàn chân. In, thở vô, đứng lên. Cong lưng ưỡn ngực. Thở vô. Rồi. Đứng lên. Thì khi đứng lên nhớ là cái bụng mình đẩy ra ngoài chút xíu nha. Cái bụng đẩy ra. You push your stomach out a little bit. Ok. Xuống nè. Cái cằm nó chút vô. Lên á, cái cằm nó chĩa lên trên. Cái bụng nó ỉn rưỡng ra một chút. Xuống cái cằm nó hoàn toàn nó rút vô trong đầu đó, rút vô trong người. Inhale lên lại nè. Make sure the chin's in, stuck the chin's in, and chin's up and out. Okay, coming down real low. Chin's in and chin's out. Okay, very good. How do you do? Có khó khăn gì không? You okay? Are you Iranian? Yeah, you have this very nice T-shirt. Okay, good. Everyone, any questions? Any problems? Anyone? You okay with that? Okay. You okay, Tijuana? Good. Now, what we want to do next is we want to use the hands. See the hands here? You go like this. See here the hands. See the hands. Make sure you have the hands. You go like this here. Here. Okay, and you go up like this, and you come down like this. You inhale, and you exhale. Now, let me do the breakdown movement for you. So here, the first one here, at the navel. You inhale, one, go up, all the way up. Keep these fingers pointing up. Mình phải để cái ngón tay nó chĩa thẳng lên trời và nó dính liền với nhau. Okay? And you turn it all the way like this. Rồi, giỏi lắm. Bây giờ mình lấy cái wrist, tức là cái cổ tay để mình đè nó xuống. Đè cổ tay xuống. You see how I push from the wrist down. I push my wrist down. Okay, now come back in. Up. Turn hands. Push the wrist down. This is different. Now you're going up. Now, go like this. But don't push the wrist down, but try to put the fingers down. How do you feel? So weird, right? Okay. So now going up. Okay. Changing here. Still sticks, the fingers stick together. And the wrist push it down. Alright. Very good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Inhale up. Mình lấy cái cổ tay, đè cái cổ tay xuống. Ok. Trường hợp các bác không có cổ tay thì bác đè cái gì xuống? Đè cái cổ gà xuống. Đây. Đây. Đó, vậy đó. Bây giờ nè, thầy nói các bác nghe là nếu mà mình đeo mấy cái vòng vàng đó, nó nặng lắm, đè không xuống đâu. Đưa cho mấy người khác đó, nó đeo dùm cho. Thì mình nhớ là mình đè cổ tay xuống. Ok. Chứ mình đừng có đè cái ngón tay xuống. Tại vì bắt đè cái ngón tay xuống nó ra như vậy bác này. Nó ra vậy à. Thế nên mình phải đè cái cổ tay xuống. Ok. Cái ngón tay mình nó lỏng ra xuống. Ok. Rồi bây giờ đó mình làm lên thì mình làm nhanh, xuống làm chậm. Bạn ta coi là lên nhanh lên. Xuống chậm. Ok, go up fast. Inhale. And down slow. Up fast. And down slow. Up fast. And down slow. Very good. That's number one, movement. Now let me teach you number two, movement. You see here? You go like this. Inhale, up, look up, and exhale. You look down to in between your toes. Okay, up and down. Keep your back straight. Up. Keep your waist straight. Meaning you don't bend your back. You only go like this a little bit. Okay, up and coming down. look down, up, and look down, up, and down, up, and down. Easy, right? Now let's combine the hands, the second hand's movement, and the fourth, the legs movement combined. Okay, so we do this. We go like this again. Your feet shoulder width, and you go 1, exhale, inhale up, exhale 2, exhale 3, keep your back straight. Giữ cái lưng thẳng, nhìn thẳng tới trước. 4, 5. Now that's the first movement. Now second movement. How do we do second movement? What do we do second movement? We bend our back. 1, 2. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, chin up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Very good. That's the second movement. Now, number 3. You're coming down and look down a little bit and up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Good. Now, number 4 movement. Bend even more. Okay? You bend even more. So exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. You make sure that when you're coming down, the chin is in. Tuck your chins in. When you're coming down, tuck your chins in. When you're coming up, chin pointing up, out. Okay? So again, chin down, chins in. Now chins up. And now, chins down, tuck your chins in. Look at the center between 2 feet. Okay? Now we do number 4. Now let's do number 4 correctly. Make sure that, watch me, you're coming down and really low. Okay? You're up, high. That's number 4. Okay? Let's do 3 times. Okay, now coming down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Cái cằm thụt vô. Cái cằm ngẩng ra, cằm thụt vô, cái đầu gục xuống. 2. Xuống. Cằm thụt vô. 2. Cái cằm thụt vô. 2. Ủa, 2 hoài vậy. Cằm thụt vô. 3. Good. Now, let's combine number 4 and number up. Okay? So what you do is this. You're coming down. Instead of having hand like this, you get the hand like this. Okay? So coming down. Hands out here. Okay? And up. Now, did you realize that if you don't lift your toes, what happened? It's very sticky. It doesn't feel good. So try to lift your toe. So number 4 and number 2 come together is number what? 2 and 4 combine become number 5. 4 and 2 combine is 5. Okay? So 5, make sure that you lift your toes up. Okay? So here we do. Get ready? So, first here, you bend your knees and coming down and up and coming down here, coming down and up, coming down, up, coming down, up. Tuck your chin in. Cái cằm thụt vô. Ok. Xuống. Lên. Rồi, từ từ thôi. Bây giờ check các thím làm đúng không? Các bác làm được không? Anh làm được không anh? Được. Quá dễ phải không? Không dễ lắm. Hay, không dễ lắm. Đủ xài thôi. Nhưng mà nó hơi nóng rồi phải không? Nóng người rồi. Bây giờ tôi nói các bác nghe nè. 4 cộng với 2 là bao nhiêu? Mấy? 5. Alright, nhớ đó, 4 cộng 2 ra 5. 4 plus 2 is 5. Okay. So you need to remember, you bend yourself down. Okay. Keep your back straight. Don't go like this. Keep your back straight. You're coming down like this. Okay. Same thing here. You're coming down like this here, but you need to get down like this. Inhale, and you exhale. Now let me do the breakdown movement for you. So here, the first one here at the navel. You inhale 1, go up all the way up. Keep these fingers pointing up. Mình phải để cái ngón tay nó chỉ thẳng lên trời và nó dính liền với nhau. Okay? And you turn it all the way like this. Rồi, giỏi lắm. Bây giờ mình lấy cái wrist, tức là cái cổ tay này, mình đè nó xuống. Đè cổ tay xuống. You see how I push from the wrist down. I push my wrist down. Okay, now come back in. Up. Turn hands. Push the wrist down. See, this is different. Now you're going up. Now, go like this. But don't push the wrist down, but try to put the fingers down. How do you feel? So weird, right? Okay. So now going up. Okay. Changing here. Still sticks, the fingers stick together. And the wrist push it down. Alright. Very good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Inhale up. Mình lấy cái cổ tay, đè cái cổ tay xuống. Ok. Trường hợp các bác không có cổ tay thì bác đè cái gì xuống? Đè cái cổ gà xuống. Đây. Đây. Đó, vậy đó. Bây giờ nè, thầy nói các bác nghe là nếu mà mình đeo mấy cái vòng vàng đó, nó nặng lắm, đè không xuống đâu. Đưa cho mấy người khác đó, nó đeo dùm cho. Thì mình nhớ là mình đè cổ tay xuống. Ok, chứ mình đừng có đè cái ngón tay xuống. Tại vì bắt đè cái ngón tay xuống nó ra như vậy bác này. Nó ra vậy à. Thế nên mình phải đè cái cổ tay xuống. Ok, cái ngón tay mình nó lỏng ra xuống. Ok, rồi bây giờ đó mình làm lên thì mình làm nhanh, xuống làm chậm. Bác ta coi là lên nhanh lên, xuống chậm. Ok, go up fast, inhale, and down slow. Up fast, and down slow. Up fast, and down slow. Very good. That's number 1 movement. Now let me teach you number 2 movement. You see here? You go like this. Inhale up, look up, and exhale. You look down to in between your toes. Okay, up and down. Keep your back straight. Up. Keep your waist straight, meaning you don't bend your back. You only go like this a little bit. Okay, up and coming down. You look down, up, and look down. Up and down. Up and down. Easy, right? Now let's combine the hands, the second hand's movement, and the fourth, the legs movement combined. Okay, so we do this. We go like this again. Your feet shoulder width, and you go 1, exhale, inhale up, exhale 2, exhale 3, keep your back straight. Giữ cái lưng thẳng, nhìn thẳng tới trước. 4, 5. Now that's the first movement. Now second movement. How do we do second movement? What do we do second movement? We bend our back. 1, 2. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, chin up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Very good. That's the second movement. Now, number 3. You're coming down and look down a little bit and up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Good. Now, number 4 movement. Bend even more. Okay? You bend even more. So exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. You make sure that when you're coming down, the chin is in. Tuck your chins in. When you're coming down, tuck your chins in. When you're coming up, chin pointing up, out. Okay? So again, chin down, chins in. Now chins up. And now, chins down, tuck your chins in. Look at the center between 2 feet. Okay? Now, we do number 4. Now let's do number 4 correctly. Make sure that, watch me, you're coming down and really low. Okay? You're up, high. That's number 4. Okay? Let's do 3 times. Okay, now, coming down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Cái cằm thụt vô. Cái cằm ngẩng ra, cằm thụt vô, cái đầu gục xuống. 2. Xuống. Cằm thụt vô. 2. Cái cằm thụt vô. 2. Ủa, 2 hoài vậy. Cằm thụt vô. 3. Good. Now, let's combine number 4 and number up. Okay? So what you do is this. You're coming down. Instead of having hand like this, you get the hand like this. Okay? So coming down. Hands out here. Okay? And up. Now, did you realize that if you don't lift your toes, what happened? It's very sticky. It doesn't feel good. So try to lift your toe. So number 4 and number 2 come together is number what? 2 and 4 combine become number 5. 4 and 2 combine is 5. Okay? So 5, make sure that you lift your toes up. Okay? So here we do. Get ready? So, first here, you bend your knees and coming down and up and coming down. Here, coming down and up, coming down, up, coming down, up. Tuck your chin in. Cái cằm thụt vô. Ok. Xuống. Lên. Rồi, từ từ thôi. Bây giờ check các thím làm đúng không? Các bác làm được không? Anh làm được không anh? Được. Quá dễ phải không? Không dễ lắm. Hay, không dễ lắm. Đủ xài thôi. Nhưng mà nó hơi nóng rồi phải không? Nóng người rồi. Bây giờ tôi nói các bác nghe nè. 4 cộng với 2 là bao nhiêu? Mấy? 5. Alright, nhớ đó. 4 cộng 2 là 5. 4 plus 2 is 5. Okay. So you need to remember, you bend yourself down. Okay. Keep your back straight. Don't go like this. Keep your back straight. You're coming down like this. Okay. Same thing here. You're coming down like this here. But you need to get your thing down. Drop down. The hands out here. And going up like this here. Alright. And raise your feet. Look back here. And coming down. Coming down here. See here? The back straight. You remember? Number 2 is the back straight. Remember? The back straight down. And you drop your head down here. Okay? You tuck your chin in. Okay? So your head always coming down. And you up. You're going up like this. And coming down. Easy, right? Let's do it again. So, how do we begin? We begin with number 1. Coming down. Back straight, up. 1, do 3 times. Exhale, inhale. 2, exhale. Inhale, 3, very good. Now do number 2. What do? You bend a little bit, down, and up. Inhale, down, up. 2, down, up. 3, now number 3. Okay, go number 3. Inhale and bend up. Inhale, bend, take your chin in, up. Down, take your chin in. Exhale, inhale, up. Last one. Inhale, take your chin in, up. Very good. That's number 3. Now number 4, go lower. Meaning, coming down, bend, really bend your knees. And up. 1, 2, 3. Very good. That's number 4. So 4 plus 2. You better go back to primary school. 4 plus 2 is? 6. 6. Okay. Now, so we combine the two. Hand like this first. Okay. So this is number 2. So you go down, all the way down. Tuck your chin in and up. And coming down. Okay. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Tuck your chin in, up. And coming down. Now, remember this. Very interesting. Do you remember we do this? Remember this? So when you go up here, when you're coming back, remember this. This is number 2. So you're coming down this one here, right? Before you bend over. Okay? Nhớ không? Nhớ được không? Thầy có nói tiếng Việt nhiều quá. Rồi bây giờ mình làm lại các bạn ha. Bây giờ số 4, 12 là số 6. Không, 4, 12 là 5 chứ, lộn. Ok, let's go. 2 số này, để tay như vậy này. Trước này. Xuống cái gì? Xuống rồi. Ok, up. Xuống, tay xuống này. Ok. Up. Ok. Lên. Ui, quá đẹp. Đục xuống. Ok, cái chân thẳng xuống. Rồi. Sướng không? Inhale. Tôi bao hàm vũ trụ. Và tôi buông thõng. I embrace and I let go. Okay, now we're not going to finish it yet. Do you have any question on this? You have any question? Okay. We have about 5 minutes. I start to get my back straight. Cái điều tiên số 1 là cái lưng nó thẳng mới được. Đừng có cong. Ok, làm 3, 4 lần, 5 lần cũng được. Bây giờ nếu mà các bác đó mà đi làm huấn luyện viên đó, hứa an vân vân đó, thì mình phải dạy cái sequence này để gì vậy? Để mình mới sửa được cái lỗi mà người ta hay làm là cái lưng không có thẳng. Thành ra mình xuống như vậy thẳng này, lên lại đúng không? Nhìn trước, thẳng lên, đó là 1. Cái thứ hai đó là mình đứng như này. Mình tập cái gì? Tập cái cầm. Cái 2 tập cái cầm. Cái cầm nó nhìn xuống, nhìn lên. That's number 2 is to learn how to tuck your chin in. So your whole spine can be bent. The neck can bend. The whole spine bend in a good curvature. So you look down and up, and down and up. Number 2. Number 3 is what? You're coming down a little bit, not too much, and you bend a little bit, not too much, and up. Just a little bit. You see there? Up. But cái số 3 đó, các bác có thấy không? Cái số 3 đó là cái tay nó phải để vậy nè. Tay nó xuống vậy, để chi vậy? Để mình biết nó thẳng. Chứ hồi mình làm nó ra vậy là nó trật rồi. Hay mình làm nó ra vậy nó trật. Thì là mình làm cái tay, cái chân nó thẳng xuống. Nó rất là quan trọng. Thì cái chân nó thẳng đó thì nó mới không bị trật gân. Không có đau. Và nó giúp cho cái muscle của mình nó không có bị trẹo, bị twist, bị ấy đó. So you make sure that you have the hands here. It's very wonderful posture right here, going down like this. So you are keeping this leg here straight down. Okay, profile mình thấy rõ, xuống như này đúng không? So number 3, you bend a little bit, take a chin in and up, in and up. Number 4 is the real one. So how do I do number 4? I go down low and I bend real low down. Okay, and up real low, up. No, sorry, only this, and bend down and up. coming down, and up. So I come in real low down, and up. So usually the point here and the point is the same point I'm looking at. Number 4. And the hands go what? The hand go like this, right? And coming down, right? That's the hand. That's 1. The hand number 2 is going up here and coming down here. That's number 2. Up and down. That's number 2. And 4 plus 2 is 5. So how do we do it? So here's the profile. You're coming down. You're coming down. Have this hand here waiting for you. So you're coming down, back straight. Make sure the back straight. And you come this one here. You see how I open my shoulders? Otherwise, if I go like this down, I hit my knees. So I need to open the shoulders here. So when I'm coming down, I don't hit my knees. Cái này quan trọng là lúc mà bác xuống đó thì 4 cộng với 2 là mấy bác? 5. 5. 5. Bác bắn vàng bác lộn rồi. Đây này bác ha. Thì bây giờ như vậy ha. Thì mình xuống đó. Thì nếu mình xuống cái này thẳng xuống nó đụng chân. Cho nên mình sao bác? Mình phải để cái này ra ngoài chút nè. Mình mở cái này ra nè, mở cái bụi chỏ ra chút xíu thì nó mới xuống được, đúng không? Cái đó là cái quan trọng, mình mở ra chút xíu thì mình xuống một cái đó, mình mở ra chút xíu này này, đúng không? Nhưng mà cái đầu này sao bác? Cái cằm này sao? Nó phải đút vô, nó thụt vô. Nó thụt vô thì cái cổ nó mới cong. Bác nhớ cái đó. Bác qua cái profile đó nha. Thì mình đứng ra trước ha. Rồi mình sao? Mình để cái tay vậy gì? Thì mình xuống vậy gì thì mình phải ra cái này nữa nè. Rồi nó cong cái cổ xuống nè, đúng không? Thì khi mình lên á thì nó mới ra như vậy. Cái chân mình phải lên nữa. Cái này là số 5 nè, lên đây nè, rồi nó mới xuống đây nè. Thì bác nhớ là mình sao bác? Cái lưng nó thẳng xuống mà, xuống như này nè. Rồi nó mới tay nó hạ xuống rồi nó xuống như này nè, đúng không? Lên lại. Dễ không bác? Bác mà làm vậy là bác đúng 100% luôn. Có cái nhớ, bác cái nhớ là cái lưng nó phải thẳng lên thẳng xuống đó. Thì mình lên như vậy rồi đó, thì mình xuống cái lưng nó thẳng rồi nè. Rồi xong rồi nó mới gục hoàn toàn xuống. Mới lên lại. Được không? Cái đó là cái breakdown movement đó. Nó rất là dễ làm. Còn chút nữa là làm sao mà đứng cái đầu thế, cái tư thế sao không cần quan trọng. You understand? Can you remember? You don't remember, right? You don't remember very much. Don't worry. Practice make perfect. You come back on Wednesday and Thursday. We do it more. And we go for the third one. We only have 1 more minute. So what I'd like you to do now is let's sit down quietly. I mean myself. And regardless of what kind of posture you have, you can put your legs up here or whatever you do. I'd like you to have your 2 hands put on your knees. Bây giờ các bác để 2 cái tay này, cái đầu gối đó, bác nhắm mắt lại, lưng cho thẳng lên. Back straight. Nhắm mắt lại. Bây giờ bác nghĩ tới cái lỗ ruống của bác, chú ý tới cái lỗ ruống, không biết đó, thì mình lấy cái tay mình rờ lỗ ruống ở đâu. You locate your navel. And allow you to take 2 minutes to breathe really, really slow into the navel. Inhale, expand your abdomen. And exhale, contract your abdomen. Bây giờ thì muốn các bác trong 2 phút thở thiệt là chậm. Mà mình hít vô đó, mình phình cái bụng ra, mình kéo hơi thở xuống đan điền. Tức là cái lỗ rúng đó. Rồi thở ra đó, mình ép cái bụng mình nhỏ lại. Mà làm từ từ thiệt là chậm nha thầy. Thả lỏng cái da mặt ra, relax your facial muscles. Now let's feel how the body completely relaxed at this very moment. Cảm nhận một cái sự hoàn toàn buông lỏng của thân thể đấy các bác. Breathe very slowly. Thở thiệt là chậm. Mình nghĩ mình như là cái xác chết hoàn toàn bất động. Thinking if you're a corpse, completely unmoved. Bây giờ bác nào có bệnh thì bác làm như vậy nè, hít vô. Thì mình nghĩ rằng mình đem tất cả cái đẹp trong vũ trụ theo hơi thở của mình đi vào cái mũi, từ từ nó xuống cái lỗ rúng. Khi thở ra đó thì mình nghĩ là tất cả cái bệnh trong người mình đó, nó từ từ nó tụ lại cái lỗ rúng. Rồi mình thở ra, mình đẩy nó từ lỗ rúng, mình đẩy xuống mặt đất. Thở ra từ lỗ rú mình đẩy hết tất cả bệnh hoạn trong người mình ra từ lỗ rú, nó xuống mặt đất mất hết. When you inhale, think that you breathe all the goodness, breathe in all the beauty, and channel your breath slowly through the nose, going down your chest and down to the navel. When you exhale, think that all the sickness in the body all pulled together to the navel and being expunged from the navel out to the ground. So you exhale all the sickness to the ground. Very gentle and slow breathing, as if you're now a corpse, and get rid of all the afflictions, all the stress, all the sickness. So when you get out of meditation, you be anew, to be renewed. very slowly. Breathe very slowly. Thở thiết là chậm xuống rú. Now feel how immobilized, how unmoving and how relaxed your body is. Cảm nhận một cái sự thả lỏngในthân thể.